Hello, my retro friends. Thank you for finding my channel, Mike the Retro Realtor. Today, we're going to talk about the class action against the NAR and the effects it's going to have to the market in general. This happened back in August, but I want to sit back and see how it played out in real life because there's a ton of videos that went out there and a ton of information that went out there, and I wanted to see exactly how it played out in the Milwaukee market. This class action happened in California, and the policies went nationwide, and we're going to talk about what it is, what really happened, and how it's going to affect you as the buyer coming up. About a year ago, a class action was settled in California where sellers were saying that they did not know they were paying buyer's agents. So the listing agent would come over and they would negotiate the commission. And the basis of the lawsuit is that sellers did not know they were paying the buyer's agent fee. I've never looked at a listing contract in California. I have no idea what they look like. Here in Wisconsin, and this dates back since I've been licensed since 2008, when you list a house, you put your commission in there right in the listing contract, 5, 6, 7%. On the next line down, it would be commission paid to the buyer's agent. And traditionally in Wisconsin, in the Milwaukee area, that would be 2.4%. And this is going back for as long as I've been licensed, and everyone was okay with that. In a normal market, in a normal sale, the buyer's agent would get 2.4%. So the big change with the settlement is listing agents were no longer allowed to advertise commissions on the MLS, and that took effect on August 17th of 2024. Since August 17th of 2024, the date that the changes took effect, I've had about 10 sales, and I've dealt with a bunch of different agents from different brokerages, and I got a feel for how they are operating with the new changes and how they're getting around things. First thing that happened is we are now required to sign a buyer's agency agreement. If you do sign one, you are locked in with that brokerage for an amount of time, upwards of 6 months. This is where it could be kind of a bad thing for the buyer. If the seller is not offering a commission, you as the buyer are on the hook for the 2.4% in most cases to your buyer's agent. Now, the good news is 99% of the time since August 17th, that is not the case. Everyone's still paying the commission in the Milwaukee area. All the big brokerages are basically doing the same rule of thumb where you pay 2.4% out of the gross commission paid by the seller to the buyer's agent. You could, though, be on the hook for that. But if you're an FHA buyer and you're putting this together in kind of a shoestring, this could really hurt you. The good news is the WRA, Wisconsin Realtor Association, was quick to change the offer to purchase.
Life finds a way.
So what happens is there's an actual line item in the offer to purchase where the buyer's agent asks for a commission. They traditionally ask for the 2.4%, which is how we've always done. Now in Milwaukee, the MLS has gone so far to say, you are asked, is there commission or compensation, as they like to say, offered? Yes or no, but we can't say what it is. So for buyers, what does this really mean to you going into the 2025 spring buying season? Not a whole lot. Now my opinion.
No. I don't want any of that California bullshit.
I don't like having rules put on us from other states because they screwed up. In Wisconsin, the system I think works perfectly fine. I'm not the only one who's stuck to the guns. I know Realty Dynamics is a tiny little company, but the big companies, to their credit, Remax, Shore West, First Weber, and the line keeps going down and down. I mean, everyone's done it. So this has not been a big effect. Sellers are still very comfortable paying the buyer side commission. It's how it's always been done. It only behooves the seller to do this because why would you ever limit your buyer pool? Because a lot of people cannot afford, especially on entry-level properties, they cannot afford the $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000 commission. Odds are you are the seller, you have the equity, you've owned the property ideally for many, many years, or it's a flip. This is a cost of business, and I think it's a wise way to do things. So that being said, this is a solution to a problem that really didn't exist. When they rolled this out, they try to spin it like it was going to help out the buyers because it's going to lower prices. I'm calling BS on this one. The people who said this are kind of going against human nature. If you can lower your cost of selling a good, but there's still the demand for it, people are still going to pay that cost. And now you're just putting the cost onto a buyer who may or may not have that money, thus eliminating them from the buyer's market, which in turn will actually lower the amount of people bidding on your property. It's going to be a buyer's market soon. And you as a seller would be really foolish not to pay and incentivize the buyer's agent. I'm all for keeping it how it was, and they've already watered it down so much by changing the offer to purchase and even changing the MLS. So the long and short take on it is this is much to do about nothing. 5 months after the policies went into effect, this basically is already blown over. So thanks so much for coming out. I really hope this helps you out today. Happy hunting in 2025. Keep it retro, my friends.